Hi, I'm Ashton, and today I am 2 months and 1 day post-op surgery. I've just gotten out of the shower and it's time to change my bandages, so I figured it would be a good time to update you. Again, I'm not going to be really talking a lot about my whole nipple complication. I'm gonna make a whole video on that once it is a bit more healed so I can just explain everything and get it over with. Also, I'm not using my mic in this video just because I don't have anywhere to clip it to. I'm not about to clip a mic to my nipple. Not happening. So I guess we'll start by taking off all my bandages as it's time to change them anyway. So 2 months ago, I had double incision top surgery with buttonhole nipples. And this is where I am now. This is the complication side if you couldn't tell. Alright, so first things first, let's talk incisions. This incision is healing up super duper nicely. This one is doing okay. For a bit of time, I did have this part open. She had to drain some stuff from there when she was working on my nipple, and they were going to sew it shut, but it actually closed on its own, and the scar there isn't giant. It'll fade just like the rest of my scars. So I'm not worried about it, and it's closed now, so I'm happy about that. This incision is doing really, really well. I'm really happy with it. There is some like discoloration around it, especially right here. You can probably see that. But that's normal from what I've seen on other people, and I'm super white, so my skin just does whatever it wants color-wise. I also do have super sensitive skin, so because I've been putting tape along here, it doesn't irritate my skin as much as other things do, but it's still not the best thing for my skin. But yes, both of my incisions now are completely scabbed over. The scar actually feels pretty smooth and flush to my skin, not like hypertrophic or anything. So nipples. This nipple is great. This is completely my skin. There's no scab there. It's great. Of course, it is still like harder skin, like it's still healing a lot, but it is like, this is my nipple, so that's good. It's completely attached to my skin. It's doing a lot better than this nipple. I'm gonna do the Q-tip test for sensation, and then I'm gonna cover this nip up so he doesn't have too much time out in the air. So the point of the Q-tip thing is that, you know, when you touch your own skin, you're gonna feel it if you're numb or not, because if your fingertips aren't numb, then you're gonna feel it, right? So with the Q-tip, if you put a Q-tip against your skin, especially scar tissue, if you might not feel it, because I think you know what I mean. I can't explain this very well. So along the scars, I still don't feel much, but like if I pass the scar right here, I can already feel stuff. So my feeling is coming back, because at the 1 month point, I was completely numb, like under my armpit and along here. Oh, I can actually feel this part of the scar a little bit. At this point, I can pretty much feel everything on my chest up until about here. Last time I think it was like about here, so that's improvement too. Around my armpit, I can actually feel everything except getting back to here. I'm assuming that's where they did some lipo to get rid of like the, because there's breast tissue up here. But other than that, I can feel pretty much everything. I can feel from here up to about where the drain hole was. At this point, I can't feel anything. Here I can feel, but here I can't. And on this side, pretty much everything is the same. I just don't want to get anywhere close to my nipple. But I do have a bit more feeling in the underarm area here, and then less feeling up here. I'm numb right here, whereas here I can feel that. So that's the sensation levels that I'm at right now. Another thing related to sensation, since I can feel things now, I am getting like shooting pains occasionally, which is normal, but like along my side and sometimes along like here and more across the middle, sometimes across my scars, I will feel a second or so of like, ow. But it does pass pretty quickly, and even though it is intense pain, it's not bothering me at all. As for swelling, I am still swollen, less so than I was a month ago, of course. But here, you can see there is some swelling there. She did inject steroids about 3-4 weeks ago, and those start working in 2 to 6, and those start being effective in like 4 to 6 weeks. So I should feel the effects of those soon. They're not like any standard steroid. They help hard swelling turn into like softer swelling, so it's easier for your skin to reabsorb. Not skin, but easier for your tissue to reabsorb. So I have been like massaging along here, trying to get some of the swelling in different areas so that my skin can absorb it better. I've also been massaging along here just because I can feel like a harder buildup in scar tissue under the ends of the scars, which is completely normal. I don't feel it along the other side of the scars though, which is also normal. Like it, you know, things vary, it's fine. And I'm going to rebandage my nip and tell you about that. So this at the moment is what I use to bandage my nips, or at least my bad nip. This is calcium alginate. It works as an antibiotic, and, you know, just it protects the bad nipple as it's healing over. Oh, also, as soon as this nipple heals over, I can bathe. So I'm gonna do a Q&A in the bath related to top surgery. There's a post on my Instagram where you can put questions for that, but if you leave them in the comments here, I can also save those for the Q&A. I've also been using different strips of scar tape because the scar does like kind of angle on this side, and I have to put on the scar tape before I bandage my nipple so that the big adhesive that I use for my nipple isn't, you know, just casually on top of the incision. The swelling on this side is more so than this side at this point. It is smaller, but it is harder swelling, and there is a steroid in this side as well, so that should help with that soon. So now that that's taped over, I can dress me nipple. Exciting stuff, kids. I also tend to put a gauze pad on top of this, just because it doesn't cover, the silver itself doesn't cover the entire area, and because my nipple kind of leaks, I don't want the leakage to just go straight to the adhesive. It's a fairly flat bandage as well, so, you know, before I put the tape on this side, I'm gonna show you my range of motion at the moment. So last time I could really only get until about here, but I've been doing like some exercisey things, not really exercises, just stretches, and now I have almost a full range of motion. I can get my hands above my head. I can't put them straight up because I feel pulling, and that's where I should stop. Nothing's actually pulling, it's just my muscle stretching itself because I haven't used those muscles in so long. I can get my arms behind my back and in front of me and almost all the way above me. I still can't really like shoot my hand up in the air like when I'm answering a question in class, but that's fine. I'm taking things slow, and that's what I need to do right now. Tonight I'm also attending like a fancy event where I get to wear formal clothes, and this will be the very first time that I've been in formal clothes and not had to bind, so I'm so excited. I don't actually really have to put tape over either of the scars right now, but I have a ton of it, and it does, you know, just protect them a little bit and help them heal. So, like, the thing is, why not? And also they're waterproof. And although I can submerge my scars at this point, I still feel a bit more comfortable with having them protected. So that's where I am right now, chest-wise. I'm really excited. I'm healing better than I thought I would, considering the complication. If you do have any questions that you want to put in the bath time top surgery Q&A, I'll probably film that in about a week, maybe 2 weeks, we'll see. You can leave them here or on the post on my Instagram where you can see my chest. It'll be pretty obvious which one it is. Anyways, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and I will talk to you later, maybe.